Susan McDade, resident coordinator from Uruguay. What I take away from this conference is that the original MDG framework was extremely powerful to galvanize global focus on a key development agenda focused on poverty and social justice. Looking forward, though, we need a more ambitious agenda. In the middle-income countries, the MDGs that we have currently are not ambitious enough. They hide inequalities, especially inequalities based on geography, the interior versus the capital city, disparities in gender, disparity based on race, and especially disparity based on age in countries like Uruguay. The other thing we know is that for especially Latin America, the MDG framework is a powerful driver for national policies. Many countries established even more ambitious goals than the MDGs, so we definitely can't say the MDGs were not relevant in the middle-income countries. In fact, they drove governments to set even more ambitious goals. But the third thing is the MDGs for Latin America were not primarily something that was driven by a donor focus. The main financier of development, growth, social justice, and investment in human development in Latin America are the governments themselves and the national tax base. So while international development assistance has been very important in bringing technical capacities, global experience, and the ability to measure and report, the ability to finance depends very much on the national budgets. And I think that's an important takeaway for other regions. Looking forward, the fear is that we could overcomplicate the agenda. The power of the first MDG framework was that it was simple, measurable, easy to communicate, and that made it politically powerful. So looking forward, we need to have a more inclusive agenda, certainly more consulted, but not overcomplicated. Having said that, there's a key issue that we know is missing, and that is energy and access to energy services, especially for the poorest people in the world. About 40% of people still cook on traditional fuels, and 1 in every 5 people do not have access to electricity. And of course that means that we can't reach lowering maternal mortality or lowering infant mortality or improving maternal health and the quality of giving birth if there's no lights, there's no hygiene, there's no electricity for equipment. We know that girls won't go to school as long as they have to carry wood and water. And we know that the jobs that are needed to bring especially the youth population forward will not be created unless there's energy services. So the next round of the MDG framework needs to have sustainable development at its core, and it needs to have energy squarely on the agenda. And that was a powerful message that I took away from this conference. Thank you.